Namaskar. First of all, I would like to admire the administrator, the entire team of administration, respected principal, and the physical education department, entire team of physical education department, Dr. Shikha Singh, who have designed such a wonderful plan, such a wonderful program for the mankind. Today's subject is Yognidra, and Yognidra is a very important subject in yoga. I would like to share with you some very important aspects of Yognidra. Number one, Yognidra is a practice of Pratyahara. Pratyahara is one of the limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. In Yoga Darshan, Yoga Sutra, Maharshi Patanjali explained Ashtanga Yoga, 8 limbs of yoga in different chapters. There are 4 chapters in Yoga Sutra. One is Samadhi, Samadhipad, Sadhanpad, Vibhutipad, and Kaivalyapad. Pratyahara is a practice which comes in mid. Like in 8 Ashtanga, in 8 limbs, first is Yama, second is Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. Pratyahara means senses withdrawal, mind withdrawal. All the time our mind is externalized, all the time our mind thinks something else. Our senses are externalized, even while sleeping, and we don't get the relaxation. When we withdraw the senses through the practice of Pratyahara, then we go into the next stage of Ashtanga Yoga, that is Dharana, concentration. So first we withdraw the senses. Once the senses withdrawal, mind withdrawal, it is very easy to concentrate. And after concentration, a state comes called meditation, and after meditation, Samadhi. So very important step to reach towards the higher goal of Ashtanga Yoga. There are 196 sutra explained by Maharshi Patanjali. Yognidra is a practice of Tantra. Although yoga is a whole yoga practice is a practice of Tantra, but Yognidra is a very effective practice of Tantra. What is Tantra? Tantra is a combination of 2 letters. One is Tan and one is Tra. Tan means Tanoti. Tanoti is a Sanskrit word. And one is Tra, Trayati. Tanoti means expansion. Expansion of consciousness. Expansion of self. Tanoti means to go from lower mind to the higher mind. And Trayati means liberation. Liberation of energy. Liberation of dormant power, which is sleeping in the form of Kundalini in the lower chakra, Muladhara chakra. So expansion of consciousness and liberation of energy is Tantra. And Yognidra is a very effective practice of Tantra. In Yognidra, we expand the consciousness, we expand the mind and liberate the energy, release the blockage of prana shakti. Yognidra is a practice of relaxation, deep relaxation. Yognidra is a combination of two words. One is yoga and one is nidra. Nidra, here, nidra doesn't mean sleeping. Sleeping is different thing. Here, nidra means relaxation. So, Yog Nidra is an art of getting deep relaxation. You know, most misunderstood subject is sleep, relaxation. Normally, we think that we sit on a chair, have a cup of tea, watch TV, read a newspaper, read books, and we feel we are relaxed. No, that's not relaxation. That can give you some pleasure for some time, but that's not the actual relaxation. Actual relaxation comes with awareness. So, Yog Nidra is a combination of two words. One is yoga, one is nidra. What is the meaning of yoga here? If I ask you, what is yoga in one word, what will be the answer? I will tell you a story. Once I was in the ashram, I was doing something in the garden, removing some unwanted plants from there. And all of a sudden I saw my Guruji coming towards me. I bow down to him and he asked me one question. Dev, what is yoga according to you? And try not to explain books in front of me. So I kept quiet for some time and then I didn't have any answer. I just started reading books which were in my mind. He was listening, and after my story finished, he left the place, didn't say anything. I was shocked. What happened? Did I say anything wrong? Didn't I study well in the library? What was the reason? So I was curious to know what happened with Guruji. So he left, and after a few days, again I met him and asked the same question. Now this time I have asked him, Swamiji, please tell me what is yoga in one word. Swamiji said, my dear, yoga is awareness. Awareness is yoga. So here yoga means awareness and nidra means sleep. Sleep with awareness is Yoganidra. And when we sleep with awareness, we can do lot of difference in our health. Yognidra. Lot of research have been done on Yognidra. Yognidra, people are using Yognidra for treating their elements, different elements. There are two types of elements. One is psychosomatic and one is somopsychic. Somopsychic disease, illness are 90%. Somopsychic means the illness which come from mind to body, and psychosomatic which come from body to mind. Yog Nidra are helping people to treat somopsychic problem as well as psychosomatic problems. Now I would like to share some very important suggestions about the practice. There are few steps in which we do the practice. One is first, when a practitioner start the practice, he should prepare the mind first. We should prepare the atmosphere should be comfortable, the position should be comfortable, and spend some time to calm the mind, to withdraw the mind, to pull the mind from the external world. So preparation is first step in Yognidra, and preparation is very important. It's like a seed which you put into the soil. You prepare, before putting the seed, you prepare the soil. You never throw the seed just like that and expect the seed to give you a plant and fruits. So you prepare the soil and then put the seed into it and then wait for some time. So similarly, you prepare yourself for some time. Spend some time, 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes to prepare yourself. Then next step comes, that is Sankalpa. And Sankalpa is a very, very important part of Yognidra. Sankalpa means resolution, resolve. You know, mind, there are three stages of mind. One is conscious, one is subconscious, and one is unconscious. Subconscious stage is very, very important stage. Subconscious mind is very, very obedient. Whatever you put into your subconscious mind gives you the result. Anything that you want in your life, if you understand this art, if you understand this mystery, anything that you want in your life, make it in a sentence and put it in your subconscious mind, and anything can fail you in the life, but not the sankalpa which you make during the practice of Yognidra. So people are using sankalpa to leave their bad habits, to develop good habits, and to learn different subjects. So Sankalpa is a very important component, very important step of Yognidra, which everyone should understand very deeply. Because if you want to leave a bad habit, make it in a sentence. And in Yognidra, when instructor asks you to repeat your sankalpa, that habit which you want to leave, that bad habit which you want to leave, make it in a sentence and repeat at that time. And that sentence will go into your subconscious mind, and being very obedient mind will help you to leave the bad habit. And as I said, that anything can fail you, but not the sankalpa which you make during the Yognidra practice. So use sankalpa shakti to develop something new in the life. Lot of research have been done on sankalpa also. I am doing some research on my son. If I want to make him understand something, if I want to make him learn the subject of his class, I don't put pressure on my wife, I don't put pressure on him. I just record the subject, whichever is it. It can be a story, it can be a lesson which we want him to understand. We just simply record it, put it in the tape while he is sleeping, and switch it on in very slow sound. His subtle body listen that message, and that helps. And we have found miraculous result. Next step is expansion of consciousness through the different parts of the body. Travel through the different parts of the body. travel the awareness through the different parts of the body, which means we energize each and every part of the body, each and every small to big part of the body, and relax the homunculus man in the brain. So very important. Next step of Yognidra is Manas Darshan, visualization, in which we develop the imagination power and remove some somopsychic disorders, psychological disorders. So these are the few steps in which we do Yognidra practice. Now I would like to share some general suggestions for Yognidra. Like when you practice Yognidra, the atmosphere should be clean, clear, and noise free, because you are working on your deeper level of the consciousness. So sound should not be around you, because that will disturb your mind. Your clothing should be comfortable. Anything tight should be removed before the practice, like wristwatch, tight belts, tight anything. Next is the instructions. Instructions should be very clear, because if you don't understand the instructions, your mind start analyzing, and you don't analyze in Yognidra. If you start analyzing the instructions, again you are giving stress to your mind. There should be a very smooth flow of the instructions. Next, one should do some exercise before going to Yognidra, like neck exercise, like this. I am showing you few exercises which can be done before the practice, like neck exercise, because one can feel some stiffness during the practice. So in the beginning, if you do some exercise like neck exercise, few times, 4-5 times, 7 times, 10 times, sideways, like this. So these types of practice will help the pran shakti to flow without any restriction, remove the blockage, and one can do the practice freely, like shoulder rotation, like this few times, and one can do Surya Namaskar also 1 or 2 rounds, and some other joint exercise like fingers clenching, wrist bending, elbow bending, and other exercises. Anything that you want to do before the practice, like to stretch the body, you must do. So these are the general suggestions. Now we shall do our practice. Let's start.